Oh, jeez. Felt like I was fighting for calls, for points, for everything. I'll just say, I'm sure glad we got Dayton when we needed. We needed to win by 10 points at the end. We were aware of what we needed to get. I think he won by 11, correct? Yeah. You know, probably not his greatest match, but a lot of awareness. I mean, that first period was big time, being able to pick up 2 takedowns and the near fall points. Yeah, 49, 41. Good efforts, nice tough wins. Lost tight win there at 49. You know, I think the only 2 matches that were really separated was 65 and 133, right? And the rest of them are barn burners that came down to 3rd period and the end of the match. And so, good job for Serber, being aware of where he was at, attacking him into some positions that he needed to tack him in. Hopefully he'll kind of grow from this and make a run at some things, like All-American honors, those type of things when you have nice victories like this.
How aware are you of the criteria? Do you have an assistant doing math beside you? Kind of what does that look like?
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Assistant, go find out what we got to do. You know, we're doing that after the heavyweight match, you know. So, you know, obviously if we win 25, we don't need to worry about anything, you know. And so if we lost 25, we knew we were going to be down by 4. And we knew that it would come to a criteria of match points, and it ended up being 45-43.
In this duel, did you feel like going into it this was going to be a duel that was won by those barn burning matchups?
Yeah, and I didn't know who would get upset. I didn't know who would. We saw 2 upsets, right?
3 on your end.
Well, 574 is an upset.
Yes, sir.
Dude, go put the match away for us. You know, we picked up a couple nice upsets at 41. Picked up a nice upset at 57, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that an upset?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 against 20, something. Yeah. You know, you get 2. You know, you go. You know, you don't fumble around and have a poor match. So, you know, it's you embrace the moment, for God's sakes. Right? I mean, this is what you die for. This is what you live for. This is, you know, what we all came to Oklahoma State for, was being in these type of matches. You need to embrace them a lot more. You know, and if you're something that's holding you back or something that, you know, we got to fix it. You got to fix it right now. You know, so, and I think for the most part, Carter Young did a nice job. You know, out scrambled the scrambler. That's where he scores his points. You know, and so. You know, Travis Woodlake, who gave up the first takedown, comes back, gets an escape, and then kid tries to roll through on him after he gets to the leg, made adjustments in the match. And what you like to see is that he came back and made adjustments and didn't allow for a scramble attack, you know, and not only did he make adjustments, he took him to his back because of it, right? Which was a 2 takedown and 2 near fall, big situation that allows you to go on and win the match, you know. And so, but you know, you look at the scores: 4-2, 3-2, 4-3, 4-3, 6-4, 5-4, 4-2, 2-1. I guess the one thing we ought to take from this is that you do get your share of wins on those type matches, but I really felt like we had an opportunity in a couple of ways to maybe separate the score, you know. But not gonna say a whole lot other than move in that direction a little bit more, right? I mean, some of these guys on our squad is still fighting for wins right now. When I'm kind of just wanting them to fight a little bit more for more points, right? I mean, just they take the lead, they're in the lead. And sometimes they're not doing enough while they're in the lead, and hopefully we can see that the importance of that, and they can see the importance of how important it is to continue to wrestle through and put points on the board. I think as we saw Dayton, you know, there was nothing easy about going out and putting the show on and winning by 11 when you have to, right? Most of the time you don't have to do that. You go out and you compete. You know, you have to score 10 or more points. You have to separate the score by 10 points. Go do it. You got to do it, right? A little different environment when you have to do something. You know, I didn't have to do anything, I don't think, you know, when I wrestled. I wanted to do it, right? But you have to do this. You're Dayton Fix. So with that comes that kind of type of pressure that really helps you grow and be tougher than hell in the long run. So as we saw, go ahead. I was going to say, as we saw their 65 pounder, you know, Sheets is looking pretty good. Guy's a stud. Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you pick the weight class? Starting at 41?
Yeah.
So you anticipated it might come down to 80?
Well, no. To be honest with you, it was a little bit of a risk. You know, you're underdog at the first 4 weights. You know that, right? Yeah. I mean, it was a little bit of a risky move for us, but I wanted to get those first 4 weights out of the way. You know, I think, you know, we was underdog at 41, 49, 57, 65. You know, and we ended up taking 2 and losing 2, correct? And that was what we were hoping for. And so, yeah, you know, I would start at 25. A dual meet like this, I'd normally start at 25, and we're obviously Reese is in a pretty good position right now that we can give him some time, and he's done a really good job with getting his weight down, but you know, when you haven't done it all year and the last two out of the last 3 days you're making flat weight, you know, you need maybe a little bit more time. But I think next week he'll be perfectly fine with a 1 hour weigh-in.
He seemed to be favoring one leg a little bit. Is that just him coming?
Cramp.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cramping. A little, nothing severe, just a little bit of cramping.
Then you touched on Serber's win a little bit, but he came out really explosive.
Well, yeah,
scored 4 points. What do you think?
Kind of did a nice job of holding on and defending his legs. I think right now that's a big win for him, no matter how it looked, right? I mean, that's a big win for him, and an ugly loss for Plott, right? You know, and so in those big dual meets, that's what you kind of have. I mean, tight dual meets, a lot of times that's what you have. You have some big wins, and you have an ugly loss normally in these tough, tight matches like this.
What does that win say about Serber's development over as he's gotten into 97?
Oh, I just think that, you know, for him at 97, he needs to continue to build confidence. Needs to continue to step out and recognize that you know, you want to wrestle 7 minutes and you want to compete for 7 minutes and embrace the 7 minutes. Literally embrace it. You know, look to wear people out. Look to exhaust people. You know, and I think he's still learning how to do that.
What does a win like that, getting a major upset over a #1 ranked wrestler, do for your team and the guys after that come after him?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, it doesn't, the outcome didn't look good after we lost Plott, right? I mean, even with Woodlake's win, you know, you're still looking at their 97, that ranked #1 in heavyweight. ranked number 8, and it was somebody's got to win something here quickly. And Serber did that, didn't you, Serber? He's got a mustache he's growing. Maybe he's getting old, or growing up a little bit. Anything else?
Coach, where did things go wrong for Plot?
Huh?
Where did things go wrong for Plot?
He didn't do nothing. What did he do? He didn't do nothing. We've seen him before. You know, he normally adjusts, but he didn't do anything. Did you see him do anything? I saw him a couple nice defenses to the legs, but other than that, he really didn't do anything. I don't even. Yeah, he got to the leg one time. The guy did a somersault over the top, right? Fix?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that right? Did some sort of cartwheel over the top of him?
Cartwheel over.
Yeah. Who does that? I don't know.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, looking back to the start of the season and now.
But he literally didn't do anything. You know, he didn't move his feet, didn't jab fake. He got great motion. You know, I'm not going to say that the kid from Mako from Missouri is not a good wrestler. I mean, I think he's ranked 10th in the country, right? Was it 10? Yeah. You know, I mean, he did something. You know, he did enough to win. You know, we lost 4-3, and we didn't do anything. Nothing. Other than get some escapes after we got taken down and when we went down. But really no or sense of confidence that I'm going to go hit my shot and take him down. So, but he'll take it. He's a conscientious kid. He'll take it serious, and we'll see. Hopefully, see him improve off of it.
I know
He's that type of kid.
I know we constantly ask you about development, but it's back-to-back top 10 wins for your team. What's different right now about your squad than obviously at the beginning?
Oh, I think we you know, this is a good team. You know, this team 4 or 5 in the country. I know they're ranked 9th, but I think it's the first time they've been together as a full team. Saw what they did down in Norman. You know, I mean, this is a good team. They're competitive. They got some strategic ways they wrestle. You know, we gave up some scrambling points at one at the first takedown at 84. Plot got cartwheeled over the top when he's finishing a single leg. You know, and so, but they win a lot of tight matches. You know, and this is a good team. This is a team, along with Iowa State, is who you're going to have to chase to win the Big 12. There's no question about that. Those two teams are from a tournament standpoint, are really good position. And if anybody's if you're looking for a team to beat, it's going to be either Missouri or Iowa State. And so with that, I build a little confidence that we had a nice win.
I know one of your critiques about Carter is he does something good to start the match or does something good to end the match, and it's not
6
consistent.
minutes and 30 seconds he wrestled. Right? He just literally gave up a takedown in the last 30 seconds. I mean, he knew he could, and he did. I just, you know, don't give that takedown up. Don't give the confidence to the guy going, I took him down at the end. You know, I can take, you know. But there wasn't a big effort there from him. But a good match, I'm not going to say it. But, you know, these are the type of things that really help you develop into what you want to do and how hard it's going to be to go win 4 hard matches in a row at the Big 12 or at the NCAA championship. And so he had a good match. He out-scrambled the kid, did a nice job of riding at particular times, you know, in the match. Way better match than I thought that he wrestled in Arlington. And literally a better opponent, you know. And so opponent that got beat on Friday, and obviously was probably got a level of motivation coming in here. I'm not, you know, kid's got some pride, you know, and he did a nice job of controlling the takedowns, winning the scrambles, and then a hard ride. I think he got riding time, didn't he?
Over 2 minutes.
Over 2 minutes, and he didn't go down. That's not the route I hope we don't have to take the rest of the year, you know. Those points are big, but I think that the takedown, and the ride out neutralized that point of not going down.
All good? Thanks, guys.